second degree. A felony of the second degree is punishable by up to 8 years in prison, and additionally 1 to 10 years with certain offenses based upon a gun specification. Additionally, you got charged with count 2 when Alexander Stephen Sinclair did by force, threat, or deception remove Jonathan, same last name, from the place where the other person was found, or restrain the liberty of Jonathan with the purpose to terrorize or inflict serious physical harm of one said Jonathan, contrary to in violation of section 2905-01A3 of the revised code against the peace and dignity of the state of Ohio, constitutes an offense of kidnapping, a felony of the first degree, again punishable by up to 11 years in prison with additional time of 1 to 10 years based upon the gun specification. That offense is kidnapping. Count 3, when Alexander Stephen Sinclair did by force, threat, or deception remove Lisa Chorbo from the place where the person was found or restrain the liberty of Lisa with the purpose of terrorizing and inflicting serious physical harm. The one said Lisa, contrary to, in a violation of 2905-01A3 of the revised code against the peace and dignity of the state of Ohio. That offense is kidnapping, a felony of the first degree, punishable by up to 11 years with an additional 1 to 10 for gun specification. Count 4, when Alexander Stephen Sinclair did, while not on his or her property, discharge a firearm on a lawn or a park or pleasure ground appertaining to the schoolhouse, church, dwelling, property of another charitable institution, to wit, Riverview Elementary at 845 Madison Avenue, Painesville Township, Ohio, contrary to in violation of section 2923.162A2 of the Ohio Revised Code and against the peace and dignity of the state of Ohio. The offense of discharging a firearm near the prohibited premises is a felony of the second degree, punishable by up to 8 years in prison, an additional 1 to 10 for the gun specifications. This matter will be set for a preliminary hearing next week. Do you want to enter a not guilty plea or no plea on that matter, sir?
I'm not guilty, sir.
All right. Joe, when are we going to have the hearing?
8 o'clock on Monday morning.
I have in front of me, sir, 2 motions. A motion for a criminal temporary protection order and a civil stalking order. Jonathan has asked for a criminal stalking order. Lisa has asked for a criminal temporary protection order. These would be pending during the pendency of the matter. Do you want to take testimony or do you want to agree to these orders?
For Jonathan, that's fine. For Lisa, it does involve me not seeing my kids. Or speak with my kids. You want testimony then from Lisa? It is my intent, if you don't have testimony, I would grant it. It would include the kids, subject to you filing a motion to address the particular child at a later date. Now that could be on any time we have a hearing, or at any time you file a motion. Okay, so I can't talk to my kids. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand, sir.
At this particular time, if you agree to the motion, you would not be able to speak with your children until you file a motion or until I lift that protection order.
Okay.
Or any other judge.
Okay, I would like to not do that because I would like the opportunity of being able to talk to my kids.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put her on and take testimony on that. And then we'll address bond. I had the prosecutor here to address bond, and we'll address bond then.
Okay, thank you, sir.
so the judge will just ask you some questions. You'll be on the record on speakerphone. I think it's more of the kids. So I'll put you on speakerphone, and the judge is going to just ask you some questions, and you will be on the record for that. Okay? It's going to be right now. Yes. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. Can you hear me, Lisa? Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Lisa, I'm Paul Melchewski. You are here in Painesville Municipal Court. If you would, please state your name for the court record.
Lisa Chorba.
All right, and Lisa, do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, on October 31st, the Lake County Sheriff's Office responded to Riverview Elementary in Painesville Township. You're aware of that? Is that correct?
Correct.
And that was because there was a shooting there, correct?
Correct.
And Alexander Sinclair became involved in an argument with you earlier that day, is that correct?
Correct.
And that was at a nearby daycare facility, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then he followed you to Riverview Elementary School, is that correct?
Correct.
And you were dropping off the children?
Just one child.
Okay. And in dropping off that one child, did your car come into violent contact with Mr. Sinclair's car?
It did.
How did that take place?
After I dropped my son off through the pickup line, when I got towards the end of the pickup line, he rammed his car into mine, so I couldn't move forward anymore.
And then after that took place, did he approach the vehicle, your vehicle?
Yes, he got out of his car and walked around the front of my car with a gun pointed at the window.
All right. And did he fire that firearm?
He shot that firearm and it went through my windshield.
It went through your windshield. Was when that firearm was set off, was the firearm inside the cabin of the vehicle, your vehicle?
Were you asking if I was in the vehicle?
I'm asking, was the firearm inside the cabin of the vehicle?
Correct, yes.
And you were inside the vehicle?
That he broke, yes. I was inside.
And you are asking for a temporary protection order, is that correct?
Yeah.
And including in that, you've included your children, is that correct?
That is correct.
Including the child that you have with Mr. Sinclair, correct?
Yes, but I have 2 other children.
Okay, so you including all of them, but also specifically the one that you have.
I have with him, yes, because she was in his car when he hit my car.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sinclair, you've heard me ask Lisa some questions. You have an opportunity to ask her any questions if you so choose. Do you have any questions for her?
Yes. Lisa, I understand this whole situation. If you could just give me an opportunity to be able to talk to the kids at some point, I would just greatly appreciate it.
All right, so I've explained to Mr. Sinclair that it was the court's intent, and the court now is going to grant the temporary protection order, which also includes your children, Mr. Sinclair's child, that you have together. At any time, he may be able to file a motion, and we can lift that. We will not do that without having any input from the mother or the state. But just so you know, we're going to grant that. I'm going to keep you on that. That will conclude this portion of the hearing. With respect to bond, Mr. Prosecutor?
Your Honor, we would request no bond in this case due to the seriousness and the potential a lot of victims that could have been involved in this. So we'd ask that he be held without bond.
All right, Mr. Sinclair, anything you want to say with regards to bond?
I would like some opportunity on understanding if the court says no. I'm not a flight risk, I'm not anything bad. I, had a mental break during this situation, and, you know, I understand what the court has to do, and you guys have a job, but I'm not I had an episode. I've been, you know, working to get help before this incident, and so I understand it. You know, the court says no bond. I'm not going anywhere. I would, you know, like an opportunity just to, you know, breathe some fresh air and all that kind of stuff. But I understand the court says, hey, we want you locked down here indefinitely. But I would just like the opportunity, sir.
All right, so Mr. Sinclair, I'm gonna issue a no bond at this time. I'm gonna see you back here Monday for a preliminary hearing or a probable cause hearing. The purpose of that is to determine whether or not there's probable cause that a crime was committed, probable cause you committed the crime, probable cause that crime is a felony. That preliminary hearing will take place Monday morning at 8 a.m. We could readdress bond, or you can, I will make sure that the public defender's office is there on your behalf, and so they may come see you. I will also suggest to the Lake County Sheriff's Office, and you can actually request it yourself, that mental health gets an opportunity to spend some time with you, and then we'll take it step by step. If the court does grant that, does find that there is probable cause at the preliminary hearing, the case will be bound over to the Lake County Grand Jury, just for some clarification for you. So I will see you Monday morning at 8 a.m. That concludes the hearing. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.